Pleasant good evening and welcome to Bedtime Stories, the show designed with the lovers in mind, where we put you to bed but never to sleep with the greatest love songs of all time. Right here on WOSD Radio DB Chicago, WDLB Indianapolis in Chicago, and WRLNradio.com, a radio media station. It is your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer, officially checking in. Good evening and good evening and good evening to everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. If and if and if and good Lord, and on my birthday too, on my mother's birthday, I should say. Happy birthday, mother. I miss you so much. Everybody's asking me, when did you lose your mom? I said the year of the pandemic, of course. Yeah. Well, she didn't die of COVID. She had been sick once before that, but her spirit lives on in all of us. Anybody who ever went to Horace Mann or went to George Washington School, they all remember my mother. Yes, they do. Coming up in our last hour, of course, we're going to do a little thing we call foreplay. Four songs by one of your favorite artists or groups, male or female. And we do that, of course, in our last hour. If you're listening in the Central Standard Time, zone, then that's 11 o'clock, right? Or if you're on the West Coast, it's 8 o'clock. Got it? Good. Okay. All right. Let's kick it off with two in a row from Blackstreet. This is Joy on Bedtime Stories with your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. She brings me joy. I asked for Dial, but she brought me joy. I tell you, these women. I tell you. He's back. Oh, I have one person. Thank you. Hello, one person. How are you, one person? Oh, that one person is me. My bad. Ooh, stab it. Deep, deep, deep. Deep, deep, deep. Deep, deep, deep. Deep, deep, deep. How can one man be in three successful groups simultaneously? Blackstreet, Rex in Effect, even though he wasn't an official member, and this group, Guy, talking about Teddy Riley, right here on Bedtime Stories, with your peanut butter brother, keeping it smooth as I do each and every night here on the internet, on these three wonderful stations that carry this show. I love it. Here's Guy. You can have a piece of my love. If you're lucky, you can get the whole thing, baby. Of my love. What do you call her? You can have a baby, or you can have a baby. Hush. You can have. Hush. Take your hair off. You can have a piece. Well, good evening, everyone. Me. Good to see you all on my Facebook Live. Don't forget to share the page on your page with others. So, look like a whole bunch of people watching me. Ah, you can get it. You can get it. I'm like, what is this in my pocket? Is that a roll of cough drops in your pocket, or are you just glad to see me? Ha 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 ha. Ah, needs more lemon. Needs more cowbell. Ski, 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 ski. Whew, I'm back. Where is everyone tonight? Ah, that's better. Let's settle down. Let's not settle down, okay? Good evening, Ronnie. It's funny you should be on my live first. A gentleman who was on my live last night, he's like, didn't y'all used to date? Meaning me and you. I'm like, no. Yes, you did. Y'all lived down in Park Forest, didn't you? No, that was Lonnie, not Ronnie. Oh, okay. All right, okay. Like, okay. Trying to put us together. I'm like, okay. I haven't dated that many people where I don't remember who I dated and where they lived and all of that stuff. I'm like, dang. Of course you didn't date. She isn't a guy. Hi, hey Troy, what's going on, sir? That's funny. You're funny. I don't think I've ever dated a guy, at least not knowingly. Not knowingly. Back in the day, I used to drink a lot. So I'm just saying. Yeah, I used to, yeah. So there is a possibility, but, things happen when you're drunk. And of course, you blame it on the alcohol. So, like, man, wake up in the morning, you're like, you look over, like, oh, no. Wig be on the nightstand, you know, bra be on the nightstand with the brush still in it. I'm like, what the hell? What did I drink? Somebody slipped me a Mickey. Two in a row from my guy. Let's chill, shall we? Netflix and chill, that is. It's your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. This is Bedtime Stories, the show designed with the lovers in mind, where we put you to bed but never to sleep with the greatest love songs of all time. Right here on WOSD, WRLN Radio, and of course, BiggsRadio.com. Those three stations and more to come. Give me a call if you're listening right now, 773 675 2400, 773 675 2400. Yes, that's my private number. Yeah. So, ladies, say, give me a ring-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling. Yeah, I'm just clowning tonight. I have to before my daughter comes in and lays down the law. So, yeah, she's the boss. Hear the whispers on Bedtime Stories. Mm-mm. Each and we're living to die and sin. To each his own. We're in love, 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 love. Yeah, that was real sexy. So, Ronnie, I picked up the Alka-Seltzer Plus today from Walgreens. Actually, it's the generic. Hey, I saved a few bucks by getting my car insurance from Geico. What is that, Progressive? Which one? Yeah, I got the Alka-Seltzer Plus, so I'm going to try that. I took some earlier at work. Almost fell asleep. I was like, oh my. Speaking of work, I have to be at work at 6 a.m. or at least start at 6 a.m. Yeah. Not looking forward to that. You know, I never get up that early. Never. But it's only for today and Friday until my boss comes back to work, hopefully on Monday, and everything will be back to normal. Yeah, right. The pills. Well, the regular, the plop plop fizz fizz. I got that. Yeah. Yep. Just add water. But it's coming along much better. Yep, it's coming along. Story of my life. Um, that's what time I'm up. Not me, not that early. It's still dark outside. Oh no. And like I said, it's only 2 days this week, Thursday and well, tomorrow and Friday. So from 6 to 6, because there's no one to come in to relieve me before 6 o'clock. I'm like, y'all trying to kill the old man, aren't you? Did you get the day and night or just the regular one? Just the regular one. Because I plan to take that before I go to bed. So I'll make sure that I go to sleep. Yes, I will be. I'll be running to get home. But then Thursday I'm back at my regular time, so I guess. I suppose so. Yep, I will be a tired old man come 6 o'clock when I come running out of there. The ain't tied down. Hey Pam, what's going on, little hustler? Good to see you. Little Red Riding Hood. I'm in Logan Square right now. Logan Square. I remember it well, Logan Square. It's like a mall over there. Honey, let me love you. Baby, let me love you. Good Lord, I'm sweating and I didn't even put any alcohol in my tea. Shoot. The Whispers on Bedtime Stories. Little Red Riding Hood from the album Bingo with your peanut butter brother, peanut butter brother, Dr. Albert. And that's just it. I haven't even had any liquor yet. I was just saying, I just made my tea and everything. And there's no liquor in it, at least not yet. Anyway, I know it's let it open up your pores. I know, right? And I go right to that hot bedroom of mine. I love it. I absolutely love it. Anyway, it's your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. Hello to Ronnie, also to Pam Hawkins, aka Lil Hustler. She's out there in Logan Square right now. Be careful out there. You know, yeah, they don't like us and over there. But if you're driving them around, then they like us, as long as you got a nice clean car and everything. Once again, it's bedtime stories with two in a row from Chicago's own Independence. This is Baby, I've Been Missing You. But my aim is getting better. It's bedtime stories. Ha ha ha. Baby, I've been missing you. Ah, yes, Ronnie, it is opening up my pores. My little chest is sweating. My little chest is sweating. Little chest, yeah, right. Used to have a big chest. I don't know what happened. Oh, I stopped working out. That's what it was. Sounded sexy, didn't it? I know. I need help. I know. I know. Oh, it's too late to call my granddaughter. She's probably already asleep. Mm-mm. Baby. I've been missing you. Would you say I need help? Yep, I sure do. I these people out here, they put, especially the ladies, they send these really nice looking friend requests, not only on Facebook, on Instagram, and these chicks be looking good. Then you look at their profile, and they selling Bitcoin, and how would you like to make $1,200 a week? I'm like, I do. I go to work. Oh, you mean $1,200 more a week? Okay. I ain't feeling that stuff. I just don't trust that stuff. You know, I don't trust it at all. Sorry. One young lady, delete them right away. I know, right? I'm like, I'm sorry. What can I do to help you? Because you can't help me. I heard all those Bitcoin people that went belly up. Now the Bitcoin was working for me pretty well for a while, but it's like it's like the stock market. It goes up and it goes down. You buy when you're right, scam artists. You buy it when it's low, and then you sell. Is it buy low, sell high, right? Or is it the other way around? But anyway, it just it's not real to me. I would like to make that type of money. I mean, who wouldn't? But it's like they always say, if it's too good to be true, then it's 9 times out of 10 it is. It's too good to be true. So I leave it alone. I'm like, sorry, you know, if it's too good to be true, then it is. It's just too much, and it's too phony, and you know, it ain't right. So I just go ahead and make my money the old-fashioned way. I tried it once, but was scared to lose my money. I did it on Cash App. That's what I did it on Cash App. Yeah. And once again, it seemed to be working for a while. Anytime that I was a little low on cash, I would, cash in some Bitcoin and go ahead and use my Cash App card. And then they cut me off, and I think that's probably why. I think that had a lot to do with it. A lot. I'm like, ain't nothing foolproof anymore. Nothing. You know. And it seems like they prey on folks that they know don't have any money. I guess they look at my profile picture and said, "Oh, he broke. Yeah, he broke." Or they look at my profile and say, "Oh, he old. He old. He'll fall for anything." I'm like, no, 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 no. Just because I'm old. Because there was a comment made today. There you go. Nothing but my 401k. I know that's right. This lady who was I guess she was trying to make a love connection with me. She was like, "Are we still going skiing?" or something like that. I'm like, okay, that's how they pull you in. Because then they have these little websites where, they figure you want to watch them naked. I'm like, sorry, but I'm not into little white girls. You know, I dated a half white girl, but I'm, I take that back. I've dated two white girls, Gail and Sharon. So, I'm not. I'm not opposed. Hey, Angie, I'm not opposed to dating white women. I'm just not. I just haven't found one. That I wanted to, to be with. You know, on a personal basis. I just haven't found one yet. But uh, we have since kicked Gail and Sharon out the club. I know, right? And both of them were thick white girls too. I mean, just thick white girls. Two in a row from the Independents. Just as long as you need me, just as long as you want me, I'll be around. But just don't wait too long, okay? All right. Don't wait too long. Be done found me a white girl. It's your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. This is Bedtime Stories, the show designed with the lovers in mind, where we put you to bed but never to sleep with the greatest love songs of all time. Thank you, as always, for joining us on our Facebook Live page. And for those of you who are listening on the Ray Neal Media Station, we appreciate you. Make sure you give us a call, 773-675-2400, so we can tell everybody where you're calling from. Because, we got listeners all over. Trust me, all over. Not just Chicago, not just Dalton, not just Country Club Hills, but I mean all over. And once again, thank you so much for supporting us here on Bedtime Stories on all these fine radio stations. Here's John B. and Babyface and Someone to Love on Bedtime Stories. For me, mm-mm. Someone to love. So they still have not reactivated my Cash App card. So I'm still taking Zelle and, of course, PayPal. The only thing is with PayPal, they take a little percentage out, you know, like 5 or 7 cents or something like that. So that's cool. So PayPal or Zelle. Thank you very much in advance. Venmo. That's the only one I haven't tried. Yep, I haven't tried the Venmo yet. I have a card which is connected to my, not my bank account, but my direct deposit. And I forgot the name of it. Weebly or Wesley or something. Something B. Where is it? Where is it? Wisely. That's what it is. Wisely. Yeah, Wisely. So after this month, I'm going to have my direct deposit go straight to my Wisely card and not to my bank account. That way I can monitor what I pay out. And that'll be it. So they can't, just take money at will. Because that's what's been happening. I'm like, yo, I need to get control of this. I need to get, better control of my money. That's crazy. Especially that wedding planner thingy. They charged me twice. At least T-Mobile charged me and it didn't go through, and then they charged again. So, and I finally got my bank card back today, or new bank card. So hopefully I'll have a better grip on my money in 2023. My niece got Chime. I got a Chime card too around here somewhere. I just haven't put any money on it yet. So You know, you know. I saw the commercial for Chime and I immediately ordered one, but I didn't have any money to put on it. So that was it. So I got to play catch up because I didn't do Williams and Pizza on Saturday. Now normally I do it Friday and Saturday, but I got a feeling that some gigs are going to start coming in early this year instead of in April when it's wedding season. So, whew. But I see all of these different advertisements for these cards. I'm like, okay, I see you. I've been looking everywhere. Got to find that girl. I don't know. I don't know. Ooh, that song used to move me to tears. Luther Vandross, Since I Lost My Baby, originally done by Smokey and the Miracles. Man, Luther took that song and made it a ballad. Now, when David Ruffin sang it, it was like a mid-tempo song, you know. You remember the song, the birds are singing, and you know, I can't sing it like David. I'm not even gonna try. But then Luther took it and slowed it down and put those beautiful strings behind it. I'm like, good grief. He took it to a whole new level and added a couple of minutes on to it. You know, the original cut was only like 2.5 minutes. It's your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. This is Bedtime Stories, the show designed with the lovers in mind, where we put you to bed but never to sleep with the greatest love songs of all time. Like this one from Stanley Clark and Howard Hewitt. This is Heaven Sent You on Bedtime Stories. Um, you never thought those were the same songs, but see the difference is the Temptation song is dum 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 dun 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 dun. The sun is shining and there's plenty of light. Oh yeah, oh yeah. But after I've been crying all night, the sun is cold and the new day seems old. Since I lost my baby, since I lost, hey, since I lost my baby, since I lost, oh, that's the one we're used to. But then Luther just stripped it down, you know, just stripped it down, slowed it down. I was like, oh my, oh, whoa, yeah. But you know, Luther was notorious for taking people's songs and rearranging them. I mean, when he did "House Is Not a Home," I'm like, what is this? You know, it's like when you put your finger on somebody's food. It's like, you want that? He said, no, you can have it now. Dion was like, baby, you can have that song. I done done all I could with it. And he made a 2.5 minute song 7 minutes and just slowed it all the way down. Doom, 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 doom. I'm like, oh, oh, that's it. And sang it in front of Dion. She was like, I don't want that back, baby. That's been in your mouth. I don't want it. Mm-mm. The same thing with the intro to Superstar. That song originally was done by Stevie Wonder, which was the opening lines of "I'm gonna knock on your door. I want to tell you, baby, all the that." So you know, yeah, Troy, right? Yeah, right. You know, so he took the lines out of that song. I want to tell you, baby, the changes I've been going through, missing you till you come back to me. That was Aretha's song, but Stevie did it first. Stevie's version sounded totally different from their two versions. I'm gonna knock on your door, tap on your window pane. Then the Queen got it. I wanna tell you, baby, the things I've been going through, missing you, missing till you come back to me. I don't know what I'm gonna do. And then Luther was like, I wanna tell you, baby. Like, damn, what you doing? The changes I've been going through till you come back to me. I don't know what I'm gonna do. No, 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 no. Like, then he goes into Superstar, you know, which was originally done by the Carpenters. Their version was, don't you remember you told me you love me, baby? Karen Carpenter, you know, Miss Lily White on drums. Once again, Luther took it, stretched it out, 9 minutes long. You know, yep, that's what he did. That's how he did it. He made a whole career out of taking other people's songs. Yep. Do 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 do. Yep. Yep. He couldn't get a hit with one of his own songs, so he took other people's songs. Like Bad Boy Having a Party. Having a Party, of course, was what? Sam Cooke's song. We're having a party. Everybody singing, dancing to the music on the radio. We're having a party. Luther just took that one passage of the song and put it in his song, and it fit. And he went back to Bad Boy. Dum dum boom, 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 boom. The man was a genius. What can I tell you? He was a freaking genius. Later on, he redid Closer I Get to You, but he took the wrong person for it. He used Beyonce on there. He should have used another seasoned singer on that song. You know, his This World Were Mine, of course, originally done by Marvin Gaye and Tammy Terrell. Once again, slowed it down. Slowed it down. Hot Butterfly, he did, but Shaka remade it and changed the name of it to Papillon. The original title was Hot Butterfly by Greg Diamond and Bionic Boogie, featuring Luther Vandross. Nobody knew who Luther was at the time. Nobody. Nobody knew who Luther was. And here he was singing on this song. Chanson Papillon. We were very young like butterflies. I'm like, oh, okay, Luther. All right, Mr. Luther. But that was their original song. Shaka took it and she did her thing on it. But Luther got credit for it because he sang lead on it, just like he did on the two Change songs, Searching and um, Glow of Love. Later on, Change was like, you can have the songs, Luther. They didn't speak English. Gong, gong, It amazes me how just two men could make so much noise, I tell you. George Duke, Stanley Clark, Sweet Baby, along with J.R. Funk, as we call him. Mr. John Robinson on drums from Rufus featuring Shaka Khan. It's your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. This is Bedtime Stories. And Bedtime Stories is sponsored by our good friends over at Grubhub. Grubhub, of course, is a proud sponsor of Bedtime Stories right here on WOSD Radio DB Chicago, WDLB Indianapolis in Chicago. Long dramatic pause, side to cough. And WRLNradio.com, a radio media station, all of that. It's your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. Thank you so much for joining us for Bedtime Stories. You could have been anywhere else. Could have had your butt in the bed right now, but of course you're listening to me, and I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Make sure you tell your friends about Bedtime Stories and follow us on both Facebook and Instagram. On Facebook, I'm just plain old Al Greer. On Instagram, it's Peanut Butter Brother 1. That's peanut, the word peanut. Butter, Butta, brother, Brotha, 1. It's Ebonics, y'all. Peanut Butter Brother 1. And then, once again, that's on Instagram as well as on Twitter as well. Okay. This song was not a popular song by this group, which was a popular doo-wop group that survived doo-wop, went through the 60s, the early 70s, took a break in the 80s, came back in the 90s, and had a whole movie done about them. Who are we talking about? The Pride and Joy of Harvey, Illinois, of course. These are the Dells and Private Property on Bedtime Stories. Private property, it belongs to me. Shit. Mm-mm-mm. Come on, Johnny. Private property. She belongs to me. She's she belongs to me. It's my private property. She belongs to me. Private property. She belongs to me. Mm-mm. Private property. She belongs to me. Mm, mm, mm. Hey, how you doing? Do. Since you left, life don't mean a thing. Come on, Johnny. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. And when we made love, someone unreal would have to take your place. My life is just a waste. Strange as it seems. Digga da da da. Mm-mm. Ba-ba-da-da-ba. Mm. But I couldn't feel a thing. Come on, Johnny, from my heart. Mhm. Where have I been? Where have you been, Dr. Thompson? Can you hear this song? Who's that? Who's that singing? Who wrote that song? I bet you can't tell me who wrote that song. I bet you can't tell me who wrote that song. Don't you still owe me a birthday present or something? Or something? You know it. Let me get it together. Written by Eugene Record. Produced by Eugene Record and Carl Davis. Arranged by Thomas Washington. Tom 80. I almost cussed there. I touched a dream. Man. Gene wrote the hell out of that song, didn't he? What's going on, Dr. Uncle Marshall? Or is it Uncle Dr. Marshall? Which one is it? Marshall Thompson, of course. He couldn't leave well enough alone. We had to have more than one doctor in the family, so now he got his doctorate too. So it's Dr. Thompson, Dr. Greer, Dr. Thompson, Dr. Greer. Thank you so much. But Gene did a hell of a job on that song, and the rest of it was all Tom Washington. I saw him one day. I was at a Dunkin' Donuts. This was a few years ago, and I saw him with his Sherlock Holmes hat on. I said, "Excuse me, sir. Did anybody ever tell you you look like Tom Washington?" He said, "Yeah, but don't tell nobody, all right?" Anyway, nice guy. I wish I could have kept in touch with him. I need to catch up with him. Tom Washington, of course, did most of the arrangements for Earth, Wind, and Fire. He did the horn arrangement for Olivia Lost and Turned Out. That's him with those staccatos, those pow. Yeah, he's one of the best that ever came out of Chicago. It's your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. There was a time that the Dells almost recorded with Gamble and Huff. Unfortunately, they weren't available at the time, and this group was. They got the song, they got the fame, and they stole the sound from the Dells. Here's Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes with Teddy. Will never, ever, ever know me. Woo! Tom Bell, man, he arranged the hell out of that song. He killed it. Tom could hear stuff that we couldn't hear. He's got he arranged a song for Earth, Wind, and Fire that I never will forget. And we tried to play it in high school. The name of the song was called Magic Mind. It was from the album All in All. I'm like, good grief. The horn arrangement by itself carried the whole song. Tom wrote the hell out of that horn arrangement. I don't know if you all remember Magic Mind, but it goes dun 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 bap dun 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 Da 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 da. I'm like, who comes up with that? Who comes up with that? And then he arranged Jupiter. Don't 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 ba don't 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 ba. And then who could forget Getaway? He did Old Girl too. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. He the strings on Old Girl are it's so perfect. Thanks to Bruce Swedeen, who was the master engineer on that song. You could hear every note clearly. It was almost as if Eugene was right in the mic, right in the mic. And then the way he had it recorded, he spaced the background vocals out. So it sounded like it was 8 people singing instead of 4. Because Gene would, go double up and, I'm like, how did that's another one. Bruce Swedeen, who couldn't read music, but he could hear it. He had the best ears in the business. He died a few years ago. Quincy Jones, of course, took him with him. He's like, no, you're not staying in Chicago, bro. He said, no, you coming with me. So he took Bruce Swedeen with him. And he, of course, created this sound or recreated it because he had it with Brunswick. Nobody else had this sound. If you listen to all of the old Brunswick songs, um, Otis LaVille, the Shawlights, Tyrone Davis, if you listen to them, they sound so much clearer on AM radio. And back then, it was like the only other songs that sounded good on AM radio were the Motown songs, because Berry Gordy insisted on, using a lot of equalization to make everything sound brighter on AM radio. Well, when Have You Seen Her and An Old Girl hit AM radio, it was like, what is this coming out of the radio? It was that sound that he got out of Universal Studios. I don't know how he did it, but and according to a very close source of mine, he says that everybody had their own microphone, so that everybody had their own distinct sound. So, some voices were louder than others. So he got each one of them, each individual, their own microphone. I'm like, wow. So Squirrel had his own mic, Marshall had his own mic, Eugene had his own mic, and of course Red, forget about it. Gene told me one day he loved Red's voice and he wanted to do more with it, to bring it up front, because at times, it could sound muffled because it was so deep. So, of course, he got Red his own mic, and that was it. Of course, Squirrel sang a little bit harder than everybody else, But wow. Used to get some great stories out of Gene, and of course, Uncle Marshall told the rest of them. So, But that that Bruce Swedien boy, I tell you, best ears in the business. If you listen to all the Michael Jackson albums all the way up to Bad, he was the engineer on all of those. You know, um, the album with "Don't Stop Till You Get Enough." What was that? That was shoot. That was the first one. That was off the wall. Well, if those voices don't sound familiar, then you've been on the rock for a few years. That's Vern Allison, who is the son of one of the Dells. And the Dells are singing in the background on that song. It's called Missing You. He sent it to me. I was like, okay, I like this. I'm going to play this on my show. Missing You from Vern V.A. Allison, who was one of the sons of the Dells, along with Marvin Jr. Jr. Sounds funny when I say it. Marvin Jr. Jr., like Victor Moan Jr. Jr. Anyway, it's your peanut butter brother, Dr. Alan Greer. Once again, hello to Marshall Thompson from the Shawlites. Well, he is the Shawlite right now. Last man standing. It is the first of two in a row from Confunction. Baby, I'm hooked on these old school and dusties right here on Bedtime Stories. Mm-hmm. Baby, I'm hooked. Let me show ya. Uh-oh, I'm out of tea. Time to start all over again. Ooh, boy. Ooh. I knew I shouldn't have taken that Viagra. I tell you, all I got is a stiff neck. Ah, right there. Yeah. Ooh, that's a little better. Anytime you can give your own self a massage, that's a good thing. Yeah, I tried to give this young lady a massage earlier today. She was like, Like, okay, your loss. You know, I am a professional at this. So your loss, sweetheart. Sorry. My massages are patented. Just ask anyone. Mm-hmm. But then again, she probably didn't want me to touch her because, some women can't control themselves, especially around me. Uh, and of course, you too, Troy. They can't keep their hands off of you. I know. Crazy. Ooh, boy. Ronnie, I'm still sweating. Ooh, baby. No need to worry. By your side. Love slip away. We all had our own microphones to balance the last song. Okay, that's what's up. Chiffon Miller, good evening. Ba-ba-dum, ba-ba, ba-ba-dum, ba-ba-dum. I love the string arrangement on that song. Our friends from Vallejo, California, Confunctioning by Your Side. It's your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer, just 27 minutes away from foreplay right here. If you'd like a request, 773-675-2400 is our number. 773-675-2400. Or you can just hit me up on Facebook if you're a friend, or on Instagram if you're a friend. Instagram, once again, is Peanut Butter Brother One. That's peanut, the word peanut, butter, Butta, butter, Brother, Brotha 1. Peanut Butter Brother 1. And that's on Instagram. Here's the first of two in a row from Ronnie Laws. To every generation on Bedtime Stories. Mm-mm-mm. You ever looked in the face of age? Has to say, come on, Ronnie Laws. Lay down the laws. Ugh. Chiffon Miller, what do you think of the Shawlights version of My Baby Loves Me? And can you play it? What do I think of it? I love it. What's going on, Russell? Shake and bake. What's going on, Baker? How are you, sir? Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you, sir. Thank you for joining me. Appreciate you guys. Imperial Brown says, Marshall Thompson, hi, missed you in Vegas last week. Well, you know, he's still there, so he's just at home. Thank you. Thank you. Happy New Year to you too, sir. Happy New Year. 2023. We're still here, man. We're still here. Mm-mm. We are still here. And that's all I got to say about that. We're still here. And I'm happy to still be here. You know, I just visited, couldn't get him on the phone. Okay. What's on your agenda tonight? Well, when I get off the air, I'm going to go to bed. How about that? What a novel idea, huh? Going to bed. My day will be done, and I'll be up at 4:45 in the morning to go to work. Yeah. It's the sister Teresa. Good evening. Good evening, the sister Teresa. How was your day, the sister Teresa? Yeah, yeah. I'm about to pull a long one in the morning. I tell you, I am not looking forward to it at all. That'll be at work at 6, and I will probably do the whole entire day from 6 to 6. Yep, yep. And I want you, baby. John Caldwell, what's going on, sir? John Caldwell. Are you playing games on your phone? Actually, no. I was checking some Facebook messages. Do you think R&B will ever come close as popular as polka music? Okay, I might as well be playing games on my phone. Yeah, we would have a comedian in the house. Don't quit your day job. Yeah, Troy is. He missed his calling. Him and you know Don Rickles. I want you, babe. Turn a row from Ronnie Laws and Stay Awake. Ronnie, of course, is known by, known for playing the saxophone and the flute. His brother Hubert Laws, who is the oldest of the Laws clan, um, he was a flute player, of course, one of the best in the business, as far as I was concerned. I remember my daughter wanted to play flute in the jazz band at school, and the band director told her that there is no flute in the jazz band. I was like, "Excuse me, sir, there is a flute in the jazz band. As a matter of fact, he leads his own band, and his name is Hubert Laws. If you know your music, then you would know that, wouldn't you, bro?" Didn't have no problems out of him since then. Anyway, a young lady asked me to play chiffon, as a matter of fact. She said, "What do you think of the version of My Baby Loves Me by the Shawlights?" I'm like, "I love it. No one's ever asked me to play it, but since you did, here it is. My Baby Loves Me from the Shawlights on Bedtime Stories with your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. It's a sin. Mm, mm, mm. What's going on, Frosty? Mr. Young, how are you, sir? Well, that woman of mine. Ooh, excuse me. Didn't get no nap this afternoon, or this evening, I should say. Where is music playing? Where is it playing? It's playing on the computer, I hope. You can't hear it? Good. That's the reason why. See, if we play music on Facebook, they cut us off. That's why. So that's good that you can't hear it. You'll have to go to one of the you have to go to one of the apps to listen to the actual music and watch me at the same time. So, you have to open up either, what is it? Radio.net, Radio USA, Simple Radio. Yeah, you got to open those in order to hear the music. Because if I play the music, Facebook is going to cut me off. So, sorry about that. Claude said, "Live and well so far. Happy New Year to you, sir. Happy New Year." A determined man to rely on. Yep. Like I always say, it's still early. Hold your tablet tender. Slick Vic, what's going on, sir? Let's fighting it, baby. Okay, you just narrated. You may want to look into doing lives on fan base, social media. Isaac Hayes III is the CEO. All music is licensed through them. No cutoff. I'll be doing all my karaoke there. Cool. I will look into that, sir, just for you. Joe, when you're asleep. I just did a live New Year's Eve concert on Fanbase. Cool. And we'll check that out there. Fanbase. That's right. Bring it back. Bring it back. Bring it back. Loving me. Bring it back. I wanna pay you back. Tuna Row from the Shalites. I want to pay you back for loving me. Right here on Bedtime Stories, the show designed with the lovers in mind, where we put you to bed but never to sleep with the greatest love songs of all time. It's your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. Hello to Imperial Brown. Thank you so much for joining me on my live. He's like, I can't hear the music. I'm like, oh, that's good. That's great. Okay. Facebook has a tendency of cutting you off when they hear the music if you're not licensed to play it. So I try to keep it on the low, low. That way, of course, I can stay on longer. And of course, you guys can listen to me on either one of the three radio stations that carry me, bigsradio.com, of course, Ray Neal Media Station, and of course, WOSDradio.com. That way, I don't have any problems. Nobody cuts me off but me. Okay. Anyway, hello to Slick Vic Jackson. Thank you so much for joining us as well. Um, Imperial Brown, I guess they're paying you, huh? Fan base, huh? I'm gonna check that out one of these days. Fan base. He even said fan base like three times already. I ain't mad at you, brother. They must be paying you. They ain't paying me though. Here's David Oliver. I want to write you a love song. Then I want to sing it to you as soon as I get my voice back. It's Bedtime Stories with your Dr. Al Greer. When you gone to fan base, my man, knock yourself out. Yep. Kind of like where I am, you know. I stay on the low, you know. But you go to fan base now. They ain't paying me, but you go right ahead. Oh, let me get my tea. I heard the beeper go off on the microwave. Close that studio door. Ah, I'm back. There you go. There you go. You got a customer there. There you go. I guess the more people you sign up, the more money you make. Ooh, it's almost that time. It is time for the foreplay. I don't have a group yet. Ah, you're so funny, Troy. You missed your calling. You should have been, protege of Milton Berle. Mm-mm. You're a funny guy. You're a funny guy. You're funny. Vic said, I'm protected. All right. That's what I'm talking about. Be protected. Oh, you're a politician too. Okay. That's good. That's all right. Ba-da-da-ba-da-ba-da-bow. David Oliver, I want to write you a love song. I want to dedicate this love song to you. It's your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. This is bedtime stories. If you say it real fast, it sounds really nasty. Bedtime stories with your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. Thank you so much for joining us, as well as Victor Jackson. I appreciate you. Imperial Brown, who is an ambassador for fan base. I ain't switching to fan base. I switched to Twitch, and all I got was people calling me names on Twitch. So I scaled back. So it's Facebook and it's YouTube. So that works for me. Once again, it is time for foreplay. But before we do that, we got to do this, the Grubhub delivery dance. Let's do it, y'all.
Get the food you love with perks from
Grubhub is a proud sponsor of Bedtime Stories on WOSD Radio DB Chicago, WDLB Indianapolis in Chicago, and WRLNradio.com, a Ray Neal media station. It is time for foreplay. This group is comprised of two cousins and a brother. Yep. Two cousins and a brother and a sister too. Let's not forget her because, of course, she's the lead singer and whose name appears first. Back in the day, she was recording for several labels: Fury Records, VJ Records. But it wasn't until 1967 when she signed with Motown. She started to make a little noise then, up until 71 when she transitioned from Motown to Buddha Records, who made them more pop stars than they were R&B stars. But of course, she is the undisputed empress of soul. Tonight, in Foreplay, we feature the music of Gladys Marie Knight on Bedtime Stories. Oh, and the Pips. Do me a favor. Won't you share what's on your mind? Come on, Gladys. You're number one. According to Genesis, we all come from Adam and Eve, who only had three sons. Was listening to That's What Friends Are For earlier. Okay. Let me read that to you again. According to Genesis, we all come from Adam and Eve, who only had three sons. Now, who was the third son? That's what I want to know. I thought it was just Cain and Abel. How many sons did Adam and Eve have? Cain, Abel, and Seth. But we all know that Cain killed Abel. Seth got away, I guess. Interesting. Seth was born after Abel's murder by Cain. Eve believed that God had appointed him as a replacement for Abel. Hmm, interesting. Chiffon. Notations made a song that I'm still here. Some of them live in Robbins, Illinois. Marshall used to work in Robbins back in the day with the police station. Bet you didn't know that. Um, Unfortunately, Chiffon, I did know that for you, because a couple of times I saw Marshall in his uniform. And that was one of the reasons why he went to a federal prison because he was giving out badges. So I know a little something, something. I may look young, but you know, but thanks for that, you know, that re-information that I, didn't necessarily forget about, but it was like, and of course, Clifford and I are good friends. We see each other, you know, usually on a regular basis, but you know, but I thank you, Shafan. But yep, that's why Marshall went to jail for giving away badges and stuff. People were running around talking about I'm a sheriff, and then he got caught, and you know. But while in jail, he was driving the prison bus, so he wasn't really there. There, he was just it was almost like he was on a vacation. So, but yep, I remember all of that. But thank you. Anything else you want to tell me that I already know about Marshall Thompson? Marshall Donald Thompson, my uncle? Feel free to tell me. Preston Shanks, what's going on, sir? Uh-oh, Siobhan got quiet. Trying to think of something else to tell me, huh? Tell me about the time they almost all went to jail. All of them. Tell me about that whole payola thing that happened with Brunswick Records back in the day, and how they ended up not doing any jail time. I would love to hear that story again. Oh, and please tell me about how Marshall was in the drum and bugle corps as a kid. I sure would like to hear that story too. Walter Diet, yeah, that's one of my favorites. Such a thing. People dream. Ooh, Lord, 4:45, and there for the whole day. Still, people dream about love. People dream. What you done to Jim? Mm-mm-mm. Jamaicans. Ra- Wrapping up foreplay with Gladys Knight and the Pips. The Makings of You from the album Claudine, written by Curtis Mayfield. He did the first version of that song on his album Curtis, and he gave it to Gladys, and man, Gladys took off with it. It's your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. This is Bedtime Stories. Hello to Slick Vic Jackson, also to Preston Shanks and Chiffon Miller. Thank you so much for joining me on my Facebook Live. By request, you're the notations, and I'm still here. It's your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer, on Bedtime Stories. So long. Been gone. Still back. Now talking out of my head. Mm, 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 mm. Still here. Talking. Yeah. Got another story about my boyfriend had a 76 Cadillac Fleetwood, personal license plate that said Shawlight. Marshall seen it in Robbins and said, I don't believe I found this person that got my plates. And he said, it's a small world. I hear you. That's all right. Lord. Your boyfriend must have been a big fan of the Shawlights then, if he had Shawlights on his license plates. Interesting. I remember I worked for this guy who worked for a radio station. Well, he was my boss at the radio station, and he got WJPC on his plates, his vanity plates. He said he had to take it off. People kept following him around as if he were, one of the personalities on the station. So he got rid of him. You know, smart man, I tell you. He's back. Whoa. All right. He's back. Lakeside and Real Love. Lakeside, of course, gets their name from Chicago. Yeah. There was a Lakeside Bank, that whole Lakeside thing was given to them by the late Eddie Thomas. And they took it, of course, went to LA, where they signed with Solar Records and Dick Griffey. Yep. Did you know that, Shafai? Maybe you didn't. Maybe you already knew. I don't know. If only you knew how much I know about music. Here's Patti LaBelle, the first of two in a row on Bedtime Stories. All righty then. Sing Auntie Patty. Ooh, half an hour left, and it's bedtime. Could probably care less. You all are awfully quiet tonight. I know Ronnie went to bed, but she got to get up early too. Mm, 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 mm. That beeping noise. You can see that Cadillac Fleetwood on my Facebook page. I know a lot about Dusty's A and B sides. Well, that's good. I'm glad to hear that. I am glad to hear that. Yep, that's good to know, Shafan. I've been a DJ since I was 13. 13. What started off as a hobby uh, began my career some 40 years ago. Well, San Gladys, I mean Patty. Don't want to get them two mixed up, I tell you. Two in a row from Auntie Patty. Love, need, and want you, baby. Right here on Bedtime Stories. With the peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer, just getting my voice back. I don't know where it's been. My voice went on vacation and left me, right? I'm glad they have it back, at least at like 75%. It's not like 100% yet, but it's getting there. Anyway, we got a leftover from Foreplay. It's this one from Gladys Knight, the soundtrack of License to Kill. This is the title track on Bedtime Stories. Now I can say, sing Gladys. Mm. Mm. To kill. Mm. Forgot I was listening to the delay. Ooh, excuse me. Where'd that come from? Good Lord. Margie Joseph and Words. I used to hear that song all the time on WVLN back in the day. Herb used to play it almost every night. I think he liked that song. Margie Joseph and Words right here on Bedtime Stories. It's your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer, almost winding it down. I'm going to jump in the bed as soon as midnight hits. Trust me. Trust and believe. This song recorded right here in Chicago at what is now, I don't know, it's a parking lot or something like that. Here's Denise Williams and Free, produced by Maurice White on Bedtime Stories. Ocean for love. I'm back. Guess I can put these back in my pocket, right? As long as you want me to. Put you down. 54. You can't go wrong. Love Unlimited, wrapping up foreplay right here on Bedtime Stories. Well, not foreplay, but the whole show there. Speaking of the whole show is dedicated to my mother, who would have been 86 today. Yeah. Happy heavenly birthday, Mom. I truly miss you. She was my first road manager and everything. Used to carry crates of records, speakers, you name it. Whatever she had to do, she did it. You know, best mom ever. Thank you to everybody who was on my Facebook Live, to Shafan, to Preston Shanks, Shake and Bake, Of course, Slick Rick. I'm sorry, Slick Vic. Let me get that right. Imperial Brown, of course, Uncle Marshall Thompson. I appreciate you. Just everybody. Thank you. Ronnie, who was on first, never last. And of course, Troy for comic relief. Special thanks going out to Ray Neal for allowing me to be on his station live tonight. We're going to do it again tomorrow night, right here on Bedtime Stories with your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. Till next time, blue skies, green lights, and peace. Tomorrow night, right here on Bedtime Stories. Nighty night. Till next time, blue skies, green